Well guys, two things. One, I'm getting better at recording, and two, I'm getting better at recording because I normally wouldn't be recording any of this. And I actually started recording this. I was like, you know what, I should probably film this. The 1.6 is ready to come out. So yeah, I've got the big whirly boy disconnected. Went and took my feed lines off for the oiling for the turbos, took the drain line off there, disconnected the rad, disconnected all the wiring, disconnected the heater core stuff. Engine mounts are unbolted from the frame. Yeah, gonna have to redesign the engine mounts. Disconnected throttle cable and cold start advance and fuel lines. I removed my fuel tank. It's right over there. Yeah, so we're pretty much ready to pull. I got all the bell housing bolts out, so just gotta hook a chain up from there and that back casting on the head, lift her up, forwards, up and out. Bob's your uncle. And I had to change the music in the last video because I got copyright striked. Yay! That's awesome. Except it's not. I guess my subscription ran out and I used a song that I'd used 100 times before. It's actually my intro song, which I guess I can't use anymore either. But yeah, my subscription ran out, so they were like, you know what, we're going to copyright strike you now. So classical music it is. But it's okay. It actually turned out way better. But anyways, I'm going to do another time-lapse yarding this thing out, and then I got to take my glow plug system out of it and start swapping everything over. Where'd you go? To the 1.9. It's going to be great. Well, that's an engineless engine bay. That went pretty easy, except for the 2 bolts I forgot. Boy. But she's out. So now I get the fun task of pulling these out because those are real small and the socket doesn't quite fit. I've rounded a couple of them a little bit. It wasn't the most fun I've ever had. But yeah, I just really hope my engine mounts fit, because if they don't, well, you know, I might end up having to rebuild them anyways, and I'm gonna have to tap the exhaust manifold. But the sweet part is, yeah, the other turbo setup's gonna work way better than this one. Way better. And you know what? I think the other turbo, yeah, you know what? That's gonna work. That's gonna work just fine. Just fine and dandy. I'm excited. Can't wait. It's gonna be such an upgrade. Holy crap. Well, got the 1.9. I'm starting to process it. I got all that clutch crap off it. I figured out the difference. The 1.9 block is about 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch taller. Right here. Because that's the 1.6. The head gasket starts there. This raised portion is only about maybe 1/2 inch, whereas this is a little over an inch. Looks like 1.25 inches. So that's the difference. So I'm guessing the 1.9 is just stroked. It's a stroked 1.6. So we're gonna stop for lunch and get some food, and then hit right back at it. Yeah, I gotta pull this all off, pull the flywheel, the spacer, and the adapter plate, and then bolt it all onto that. And then you'll be good. And yeah, I think it might be ready to go in, maybe? This oil filter section is a little bit different. I had the fuel sending unit, or the oil pressure sending unit on the back there, and then my 2 turbos plumbed into that front one. This one looks like I've got, like I could put, no, I can't put the oil sending unit there because that's going to interfere directly with that breather tube. I don't know, I'll figure it out. But I like it. It's in a lot more convenient of a space. Maybe I could put the oil pressure sending unit there, run the 2 turbos off of this, because I don't like hard lines for feed lines. I don't like it. I got the fancy steel braided stuff. Yeah. And then yeah, once I get that situated, then I can work on getting this engine in. The passenger side engine mount needs a slight modification. I need to trim it a little bit to fit around the oil drain for this turbo. The other turbo drain for the 1.6 goes into the pan. This one goes into the block. So yeah, and then I'm not sure how I'm going to mount the other turbo drain. I could weld it into the pan, but that kind of seems like not the greatest idea. Actually, I might have to. Because the turbo is going to be hanging low somewhere right around here. And then, yeah, just a quick into the pan. I think that's what I'm going to have to do. I'll figure it out later. But gotta go get some food. Me hungry. Me so hungry. Well guys, that was a productive day. I kind of dropped the ball and didn't record a lot of it, but 1.6 is out. I'm pretty sure I did a time lapse on that, so you guys will see that with some nice classical music, because I can't get copyrighted on classical music because it's too old. It's still friggin' awesome. But yeah, I got all the stuff stripped off it that I need. Flywheel, bell housing adapter, twin turbo, compound turbo oiling stuff. Pulled the pyrometer that was in the probe that was in the exhaust manifold. Pulled the mounts. The driver's side mount's going to need rebuilding because there's no freaking way that's going to work on the 1.9. The power steering pump is completely in the way, and the serpentine setup versus the V-belt setup is completely different. Other than that, blocks are pretty much the friggin' same. Couple extra holes, couple extra doodads on the 1.9, but yeah. Anyways, she's in. Yeah, I was actually running around quite a bit today, so I didn't go full potato on it the whole time, but when I was working on it, I was going full potato. That engine mount works. I had to modify it just the slightest little bit, knock a little bit out for the oil drain for the tiny whirly boy. I'm going to have to clearance a little bit of the inner fender. I don't know if I want to use some sledgehammer grammar on it or if I just want to cut it. I have not decided yet. It is not super critical. Worst case, I could cut a little bit out and then like sheet it in. It's not going to affect the tire whatsoever because there's just so much room in there. Like you could fit probably, well, yeah. Some of you guys will get that. Some of you guys might not. If you do get it, let me know what that's a reference to. So, yeah, I'm putting my boot back on. It's kind of awkward. But yeah, everything bolted up exactly like it should. Power meter, I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to put it yet. I might end up tapping it into the turbo to turbo manifold, this guy here, which I have to make. Yeah, it's pretty much going to set the other turbo right below it. It's pretty much, the flange is going to line up right here against that bracket, and then I can put a little heat shield thing down here to guard the starter, because there's going to be quite a bit of heat generated in that area. But yeah, she's in. I also figured out what I'm going to do for the engine mounts. Or the engine mount on this side anyways. You'll see that Shanna bolt and that Shanna bolt. Those are through holes, I'm guessing, where the AC would live. This thing doesn't have AC. I'll use AC 90. And yeah, I'll just build a couple of brackets that go off of there and then tie down into that. And then that should be golden. Everything just fell together. Like, it's just... it's less than a day and I've already got it in, minus the engine mount, but everything else is like the same. I can unscrew this, so I don't have to use this one. I can use mine. It's just I've been wanting to do this upgrade for like 2 years, and now I finally got it in, so huzzah. Well guys, that'll do it for tonight. I'm bagged and just sweaty and gross. I need to go shower. So yeah, anyways, she's in. Huzzah. So thanks for watching, guys, and until next time, take care.